We have major activity on the wire. At the checkpoint. Fuck, they're coming through the gates.
Pizza Hut? Welcome back, and today we begin a new series, Generation Kill. I just finished up The Pacific after finishing up Band of Brothers. You guys said, you know, this was the third one to finish the trilogy. I don't know how similar it is in terms of production-wise. Like, is Tom Hanks involved? Is Steven Spielberg involved? I don't want to check any of that stuff yet. And I do know that this one is based on the Iraq-Afghanistan conflict. So let's get into this. Before we begin, I do want to remind you that you can vote on what I watch, see full-length reactions, and get early YouTube edits on my Patreon through the link in the description. If not, just make sure you subscribe or leave a thumbs up on this video if you do enjoy it. It really helps my channel reach a wider audience, and I greatly appreciate it. But now, it's time for the show. Let's go.
Oscar Charlie. Hitman. Daddy, 391. Speed, maintain dispersion.
Opening up with tanks and light machine guns and Marines.
Missile away. Stand by for BDS.
Is there any contact on the left?
That chopper is...
Don't waste some morphine, Doc.
How's it feel, motherfucker? How's it feel to be fucking dead?
I gotta take a shit.
And I had dibs on your video camera.
Be nice if it were otherwise. It'd also be nice if we got some batteries for our Pick 4s and Pick 13s.
What? This is the first training I've seen that looked like actual warfare.
If we have a disabled vehicle, the nearest element could stop and evaluate the Marines, while other elements provide support by fire.
Only if you don't let emotions take over as you assess the situation.
At least he's coming up with ideas to try to make sure somebody who needs help on the field medically gets it. Just don't let emotions get in the way.
Wisdom and science build these machines, and all that hate blow these motherfuckers away.
Destiny, dog. White man's gotta rule the world.
Hitman 2-2.
Damn, he was letting them know, we're over here to slaughter people, nothing to do with us. And he said it all while pissing. I don't know if that meant that he was pissed off or he was just telling the people doing this to piss off. I don't know.
If we're lucky, Saddam will back down, let the inspectors in, and we can go home.
That's not the word I was asking about. We wanted to know if you knew anything about J-Lo being killed.
Who killed her?
They mean J-Lo? J-Lo? Like the singer? I thought J-Lo was like Javier Lopez or some shit.
Since when did the Marine Corps start letting in?
You think I give a shit if the soldier next to me is gay? You fire your gun. Do you follow orders? Are you gonna get us killed? These are the real things that matter in war.
The general has asked this battalion to be America's shock troops. And Godfather can't tell the general we don't do windows.
And back home, they're driving around in Mercedes-Benz. Here we are, invading a country with ghetto hoopties. It's impressive.
Oh, we're invading Kuwait.
You know what we need in America, man? Blue-collar man gets to go into the home of the white-collar man, eat his food, sleep in his bed, and fuck his shit up.
Dude just wants some shit so he can fix his car in war. But yep, soldiers are poor during this time, just like previous times.
Your mustache hairs is in violations growing beyond the corner of your mouth.
Police at least there!
Damn, grooming is that important? His mustache barely went beyond the edge of his mouth to warrant yelling like that. Just seems like unnecessary stress.
Listen to this. Dear Mr. Army Man. Army? Fuck that. I am proud.
Army, fuck that.
Peace is always much better than war.
Where the fuck is this weak-ass child from? Peace sucks a hairy asshole, Freddy. War is the motherfucking answer.
Oh, yeah. Let's see if he still feels that way after some fighting's happened.
We're carnivorous motherfuckers, dog, and you gotta carry it like that.
Here, I got your 6-boy. This motherfucker.
Does he have his gun on him at the table? Oh, they all do.
I need Marines with sledgehammers.
Damn. Right, that tent cannot fly away. Everything in there is whisked off into the desert if that happens.
Gonna tell all them people that read Rolling Stone how it feels to be in a war?
Most readers only really know what it feels like to have a cock up their assholes.
So they're very aware of the publications that are pretty much anti-war and aren't really too friendly on painting the soldiers in a friendly light either.
Goddamn jig.
Yo, that ain't cool, man. Fucking race-hating motherfucker.
Fix a coon and a fucking wigger. Race traitors.
Openly racist. Kind of some pieces of shit. There's really no way around it.
You mocking me? Hairs hanging from your face? You are unsightly. What's that?
Look at this dude in the back. What the fuck?
Marine was burned.
I observed the stove malfunction and the swift action of my Marines to treat Corporal.
Might want to consider writing up some of these men for commendation.
Okay, he was able to flip that situation. Talking about maybe give them some commendations. They've already got a hard-on for his group.
Bought our own antennas, filters, and painted it ourselves. We pimpin'.
Why do you guys need the diapers?
Why do they need diapers? Well, I know why they need diapers, but I did not know that Marines wore diapers.
We have major activity on the wire. At the checkpoint.
Fuck, they're coming through the gates.
Pizza Hut?
Come on! This is it, dog.
Corps doesn't just bring pizza pies all the way from Kuwait for no reason.
Yep, y'all get ready to ship out. That's what it is. He can see it.
Surgeon, Brad, we're fucking almost Oscar Mike.
Can I have just one final moment enjoying the fruits of civilization?
Right, like a toilet. From here on out, it's diapers, apparently. Oh, he wasn't shitting.
If we are fighting in a chemical environment, how are they gonna cast back us if we're dirty?
They're not.
What?
Hitting a chemical environment, you're fucked anyway.
Damn. You can't even be brought back?
Marines, kill on 3. 1, 2, 3. Kill!
Kill on 3. That voice is ripping through.
Dismiss!
Hitman is Hitman 3, he's en route.
So the episode opened up with them basically doing an exercise. This guy eating Skittles. They're in the Humvees. And I have a feeling they're already going to get tested on that exact situation very, very quickly. This should show the comparison. And one guy died during that exercise, so...
I can't believe I'm leaving without my shit, man. It's Primo Chronic. Best in the Gulf.
He wants to bring his weed. Yeah, man, you can't be out there high. What the fuck? I mean, yeah, they did get high, but you're gonna be smoking all the time. The white man won't be denied. I mean, it's not that simple, but for all the most recent wars, it kind of does boil down to that. Like I said, not really, but kinda.
We kicked the hornet's nest. Now we better kill all the fucking hornets.
You're being called upon to kill. We're gonna be invading a country full of civilians.
This is nuts, man. Just so how relevant it is to what's happening right now in the world. This is...
Gas, gas, gas!
We gotta go! Get to the vehicle!
Is that the reporter? He just looks like confused and scared. And it's kind of crazy that he's actually going out there with them during the actual fighting.
I just performed testicle surgery on the reporter.
Rolling in a battle in your chicken suit and J-Lo glasses. You're dressed like a pimp queen.
I wear clothes that are body conscious.
Oh shit, get it on, get it on.
All mustaches grown are all to be shaved by the time we reach the Euphrates. This battalion will maintain a grooming standard.
Who gives a fuck about these mustaches? Why? Please explain to me. Fucking why is that the most? They're right there at the border. The fighting is about to happen.
See you on the other side, bro.
Godspeed! God fucking speed to you!
Fucking Captain America.
Little fucking Captain America.
Lack of pussy that fucks countries up. More Hajis were getting pussy. No reason for us to come over here and fuck them up like this.
How much rib fuel have you ingested?
Hell yeah, he's going a mile a minute with his mouth. He misses pussy, that's what it is. To the point where it's getting into his argument of why they're actually fighting.
This is it. We got no escort, just our thin-skinned Humvees going against tanks.
Captain America's a fucking retard.
Damn, so they are doing what basically happened at the beginning, fighting tanks in their Humvees, but they don't have air support this time. Air support, like I said earlier, is kind of did the brunt of the work.
Hey, buddy, it's 10 in the morning. You ought to change out of your pajamas.
Look at them waving hi to the people that are supposed to be coming here to come and help them. Trying to be welcoming as their first face into Iraq. I think that's important.
Never, ever let Charms into this vehicle again.
It's bad luck.
Fucking new guy.
Charms is bad luck? What kind of superstitious shit is that?
When my band opened up for Limp Bizkit in Kansas, we fucking sucked. But then again, so did they.
But then again, so did they?
We have 2 victors with armed Iraqis approaching. How copy? I'm requesting to at least snatch one. Find out who these guys are. Over.
Snatch one?
What the fuck?
Kidding me?
It's kind of weird that they would pull up on them armed, though. It definitely didn't warrant it being shot up. If waving them off made them go, and that came from command, how is that not enough?
Higher-ups have deemed that mission irrelevant. What's foremost in Godfather's mind, we're still very much in the game, gentlemen. Very much in the game.
For sure. I mean, I don't know anyone who wouldn't feel that way. They are absolutely the northernmost unit in Iraq.
Colonel Ferrando, why does your voice sound that way?
Throat cancer.
You a smoker?
Well, just lucky, I guess.
Damn, throat cancer and you're not even a smoker? That's the bullshit. Not saying that people that smoke should get throat cancer.
Here they're walking all jacked up, sore-footed.
At the rate this is going, this whole goddamn war will be over without us firing a goddamn shot.
Oh, yeah, it said a lot of them were defecting over the radio. I do remember that.
It says 30 kilometers east of here, there are Iraqi military death squads. They're executing Iraqi soldiers.
Damn, that's some pretty good intel to get.
SUVs with red diamonds on them. They are Fedayeen. They are loyal to Saddam.
Oh man, they should have shot them the fuck up then, now that we know. The Iraqi death squads.
Shoot that dog, Corporal!
Should we be saving our rounds for enemy combatants?
Shoot that dog!
Give it a piece of your jerky.
All right, why the fuck would you want to kill a stray dog? You weird fuck.
Oh my god.
They got their own Fruity Rudy.
Oh, he definitely has to leave then.
Division has ordered us to unsurrender these Iraqis. Right, this is you see it. I'm not here to stop you.
Iraqis' first contact with Americans. We fuck them.
These guys really didn't seem like a threat. They really seemed like people that were just trying to escape a terror regime and death squads. And like the guy said, there are things like the Geneva Convention that exist. Orders are orders. And that's all I'm going to say. Doing this to other human beings is clearly wrong, but unfortunately, that's not why they're there. They're not on a humanitarian mission. They're not NATO. They're not peacekeepers. They are Marines invading Iraq. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was Generation Kill Episode 1. It looks like we know where these accounts are coming from. A lot of soldiers had little handheld cameras. I mean, it is the 2000s. And there was a Rolling Stone reporter with them. I also have a lot of friends who served, are aware of my channel, and they're great fans, and they couldn't wait for me to start this show. And I do plan on also hearing from them how real stuff was and the stories that they used to tell me when they used to come back before they had to get shipped back out again. It's definitely going to be a lot easier to understand what's going on in this show compared to the other ones, just due to the time frame that it existed in. First off, I didn't know grooming was so fucking important. I mean, they really went out of their way in this episode to show that if you didn't have your mustache trimmed, they were gonna rip you a new one. The dude was about to pop a blood vessel just because the guy didn't have his mustache shaved. And it was at the corners, and he was being like petty. Is it that important? You guys can tell me. That's one thing I wasn't aware of. Visually, it does look grainy, like a war film or war TV series. It kind of feels like a Netflix or Redbox international movie. And no one really makes movies, you know, cinematic films about Iraq that don't have to do with like overthrowing it or war or dealing with terrorists. And just like everything else I've seen, Full Metal Jacket, Band of Brothers, jokes are flying. Some of them a little dark, a lot of them very offensive. But everyone is taking it in stride. They know what they're there for. And most people I've seen so far don't have a problem with anyone because of their skin color or sexual orientation. And this is the first show I'm watching on this channel where it's not just white soldiers fighting. When he said, "I love you, Fruity Rudy," I think he meant it. He would die for him. Yeah, he's gay, but what the fuck does it have to do with me? And the dude was sitting there training with rocks and shit. So that's the guy I want shooting and fighting with me. Like, man, can you make sure I get home? And I'll do the exact same for you. That's what matters. And that kind of played into the dude that was making all the racial jokes and talking about the black guy before the dude fucking roasted the shit out of him. That dude was clearly trying to provoke something. And I'm guessing the dude thought he was funny or he was clever or witty. That's why he was saying all that shit. While he was calling everyone jig and spick and all this stuff. What was the black soldier doing with the do-rag? Reading The Art of War, talking about, I don't get into that racial shit. Love the contrast. And I think the other Spanish soldier even said, to summarize the war, it's just about the white man not being denied. And that's what their orders are. You want to do something, like they wanted to help the Iraqis at the end, but you can't. Why not? Because those are orders. I'm pretty sure most people in high positions in the US military, at least, are white. Not all of them, especially not in this day and age, but the person above him is usually always white. So it's about the white man not being denied. The orders come from the top, man. I am glad though that for the first episode, they were really putting a lot of emphasis on like, these are human beings. Like the guys that were defecting, the guys that pulled up in the truck with the red star. And I mean, I wouldn't blame them if they shot them, but there was no real threat at that second. Now we know there's a death squad. Like, intel is everything. You can't hold everyone to a standard because of this death squad that you just ran into. The first faces they ran into when they first came into the country were smiling, a couple, the young couple holding hands, defectors walking right up to them, feet bleeding, soles of their sandals coming up out of the ground because they walked. I think they said 30 kilometers. And having an awareness of keeping the civilians safe in the middle of everything going on, as crazy and as tough as it may be, I'm glad that that point is reinforced because of the war, because of terrorists, that if you wear a certain thing or a certain religion or have a certain skin color, people are going to be prejudiced of you off the rip. And that's almost every group with every ethnicity. A black person can go to Japan and experience racism. You know, it's not something that's limited to one group with another group. It happens everywhere in the world. Some ethnicities do it to their own. This being Generation Kill, and I'm watching a series about the Iraqi war, I hope people understand that anything that I'm watching about this is about the actual soldiers that are fighting back, that are fighting for Saddam's regime. Do they have sympathizers? Yes. Are they all? Not even close. Are there people that just want to be free and get away from this fighting and don't want it to happen where they live and they are innocent in this? 1,000,000%. But this show is rolling. There's only 7 episodes. It's not as long as the other ones. To watch the context of a war that happened in the past 20 years and was a big part of world history, from the fighting to the soldier deaths to the bombings to the scandals and the cover-ups by the US military themselves. This is all out there. I don't know what direction the show is going to take or where it's going to kind of lean or if it's biased, but I'm going to try to keep as much of an open mind watching this as I can. If anything stood out to you in this episode or there's anything I might have missed, please tell me about it in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed watching my reaction. All I ask is that you leave a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't yet. You can also vote on what I watch, see full-length reactions, and get early YouTube edits on my Patreon through the link in the description. You guys are the best. We're a family. You know that. That's it for me. Until next time, spread peace and love. I'm out.